This is Fred Beck from Fred Exciting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. I'm very lucky, joined by once again Wade Plemons. Wade, I believe the last time I spoke to you, I was on 2,000 subscribers. I believe you were on 100,000. Now you're on 200,000. Now I'm on 23,000.
Moving up, baby. We are moving up, Fred. How you doing, man?
Busy, which is nice.
Yeah, I can tell you're everywhere, brother.
No, but you always there for me though, Wade. Since the very start, I was watching our first interview. It was over a
Yeah.
year ago now, and I looked so kind of scared and nervous. And I
Oh, nah, man, you're a killer. Hey, you're a pro with it now, though, man. You over here interviewing everyone from pro boxing to entertainers. I saw you interviewing OnlyFans girl that she was, the girl that was fighting. I was like, dang, Fred got game. Okay. I
yeah,
love it,
no,
man. It's good to see.
you got to interview everyone. That's good PR. You got to interview everyone. But you were the first person to. I think it was the last interview. The first person ever to call me the goat. Then Nico calls me the goat. Now I get comments saying that. I don't
You're the
believe.
GOAT, bro. You're the GOAT. Listen, I was just the first one to recognize it. Everyone was gonna see it. I just, I have a decent eye, so I saw it before everyone else did. Yeah.
You're a scout, Wade. You're a scout.
Yeah, I try.
What else have you been up to, though, Wade? Aside from the YouTube, what have you been doing?
Speaking of, can't say too much yet, but you can just take a look at that. That'll be coming August 23rd. Yeah, man, nothing. Just ready for this KSI event. Working, just continuing to work. I got the breakdown with Sensei now, so that podcast is doing very well. I'm very excited about that. We're gonna hopefully be doing some more of that in person. Been trying to set that up, but that's about it right now, man.
I did see that video you put up, that training video,
Oh yeah,
that same shirt. And the last time we spoke, you were saying your dream, your goal that no one's done before. I don't know if anyone's done this in boxing before. It's more a thing that would happen in WWE. You're saying commentate and fight on the same thing.
yeah.
Commentate and fight on the same card.
Yeah.
The chance of that happening.
I would say, I mean, listen, the chance of it happening is really just up to me. At this point, I think, the people would love to see it. I think it would be a fun thing that I don't think I would have too much trouble convincing someone to let me do. It's just a matter of when I'm ready. I'm coming off 2 surgeries this year. One that I don't even think people know about with the like I had a little bit of a cleanup with the knee again, but yeah, it's just I've said next year's the time, and I think that's going to be the time next year, 2023, baby.
Certainly, I think they're planning to have an event in April. I think the Creator Crash.
Oh yes, Creator Clash, and I'm already usually commentating on that one, so maybe maybe.
I might have to fly over. But then first, let's talk about that. Actually, I found it quite confusing. Did that get much promotion, the Creator Clash? Because the first time I heard of it is when it happened.
Yeah.
So I would have done a little bit of press on that, but I didn't hear anything about it at all.
Yeah, no, it was one of those things that it was kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It was so different because you had so many people that, it was their first time. It was almost like KSI Logan 1, right? There was a lot of speculation as to how it was going to go. It was everybody's first time, but it wasn't really centered around like pure vitriol, right? Like which a lot of YouTube boxing is, and it was kind of refreshing, even though I was like, oh, we could have done some things different, but I've said this in a couple interviews now. I'll never, like Ian and those people at Creator Clash will never have to ask me twice to be a part of their event. They gave me my first opportunity, and that I'll always be loyal to them. Like as far as working for that, absolutely.
But will there be a press conference for the next one, like more build up? We'll say, put it that way.
I don't know. I think it depends on the direction they want to go. Like Ian was the main event, right? And he wasn't really big into the trash talk because he liked Dr. Mike. They both liked each other. So it was like, I'm not going to fake this. But I don't know if Ian is the main event and they get a guy in there he genuinely doesn't like, then I'm sure it would turn up a bit. But I do like the aspect of them not trying to fake any kind of anything. Like it's real. And you saw the fights sold themselves on the night. Jesus, there were some crazy good fights.
Yeah, next time I should fly over, my first time in America, I might come over.
Yeah.
Do his post-fight interviews because
it'd be your first time in America?
Yeah, that would be.
Oh, okay. My first time in London just a week ago. So there you go, man.
And you're in Clapham. How do you find?
Yeah, I was in Clapham. So, bro, I'm my own travel agent. I didn't ask anyone. I didn't know where to go. I probably should have, but I went to Clapham. I got to be honest, it wasn't even that bad. I liked it.
But in America, does everyone think people in England are really posh? It's really nice places. People think that because you come.
No, I think you think of London as like New York City, And that's the way I tried to describe it was like if London was New York City, I was probably in Brooklyn, like comparatively, in Clapham. I don't know, like because I saw the brownstones and the old kind of scenery and the trees lining the road, and it looked a lot like Brooklyn to me. But yeah, some people were like, "Oh, wait, South London ain't it?" And there was like a little rivalry going on, North London and South London. But yeah,
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that like England's quite posh. Especially come over here and you realize, oh wait,
It's just a city. Yeah, no, yeah.
but yeah. So you're here for interviewing KSI. How many days do you have over here? Just a couple.
I'm already back home, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. So what happened was I got out there on the 6th. Here, I'll tell you the start of the whole thing. I had been trying to push for a KSI interview, for a while. But he's busy, you know what I'm saying? My man's doing tons of stuff. So it was gonna have to be the right place, the right time type of thing. And I totally understood that. And I will say when I did get there, KSI was so generous with his time, meeting that dude in person and seeing like, damn, he's a legitimately good dude. He's one of those guys too that he'll never have to ask me twice if they're like, yo, we need a guy for X event, whatever, bro, I'm hopping on a plane, because it was like I met him and in 2 minutes it was like, oh, he's a genuine dude. Okay, like I can rock with this guy. But yeah, long story short, I got out there on the 6th, had the interview on the 8th, and then flew back on the 9th. So it was quick.
Did you do the Vidal Riley's podcast before or after the interview?
After. I did it right after. I got on the tube. Actually stayed a little too long because I was watching KSI's workout and I was just like, sitting in there watching it. And then I was like, oh shit, I got to go talk to Vidal. So I got on the tube and got there just in time. We did the podcast.
That's pretty cool. Did you get lost on the tube?
I did. I got lost on the way to KSI's interview, man. So I can't tell you where it was, but I was trying to get off at a certain one. And I think the tube, it splits sometimes. And I thought, oh, it's just going to go straight. Right. And it didn't go straight. It went to like, what's it called? Something Broadway, Easton Broadway, something.
Ealing Broad. Oh yeah, Ealing Broadway. Yeah.
Yeah, it went that way instead of going straight. And I was like, oh fuck. So I got off, and then my dumb ass thought, oh, I'll just get in a bus because a bus makes sense. I'll get there way quicker.
You should just gone Uber way. Just get nice.
I should have just Ubered. I should have, but I was
it's
like,
KSI.
whatever.
You got to come in style.
I know. I ended up getting on the bus. It went the wrong way, so it put me even further away. And I was like, I got to get off this thing. Got off and walked my ass there because I knew I could trust my feet. Like if anything else, I could trust my feet. So I just walked. But yeah, I got lost on the tube.
Damn it. At least you got there eventually, which is
yeah
here. But obviously we saw KSI in the pads and doing the bag work.
Yeah.
Scratching. Is there anything they weren't filming that you saw that we didn't see?
No, not particularly. They didn't show as much of what he did. Like he was there for a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like he was working out for a while. And that was another thing that was more impressive to me. Like he would do his full workout and then he would stop and he would take pictures and, do questions and he would work out some more. I was like, oh, okay, the workout's over. Cool. Like nice 15 minutes. No, bro. He went back and started working out again. And then they were like, oh, let's get like a promo pic. He would stop, do the promo pic, start working out again. I was like, bro, they're going to be here all night. So he was definitely, like I've been saying, the guy is a machine, man. He is. And that comes from, just the dedication he puts into everything he does. I think people look at KSI as and Jake and all the guys at the top as, oh, well, they can't work hard because they're YouTubers. No, dude, these guys are, and even me, you can go back and watch some of my videos. I was convinced that Jake and those guys weren't working as hard as pro boxers. I fully rescind it. Those guys are working as hard, if not harder, than some of these pros. Fair.
Personally, I've seen a few of them train. They do train just as hard. I've seen the pros and the YouTubers train live. Yeah, so let's just talk about the card. How happy were you? I guess it's quite convenient that KSI's opponent, Alex Sabi, pulled out before you flew over. So he kind of, in a way.
No, he pulled out as I was in Toronto.
Oh, okay. So that's quite good then. If you'd interviewed him about Alex, and the interview might come out of date. It's lucky it was Swarmz. Well, obviously not Swarmz, but at least he had an opponent when you interviewed him. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, no, yeah. They had figured it out by then. And, I took my little goofy little jokes at Swarmz, but listen, the guy did save the event. It is what it is. Like, and to be fair to KSI and Misfits and DAZN, they didn't have a ton of options. So they kind of just were like, all right, well, this got sat in our lap. You never want to be in that situation where you have to pull the card back together in such a short notice. And fair play to them. They did. And this is why the event's still happening. Like, they killed it.
This is KSI's first time that he's actually the favorite in one of his boxing fights against Joe Weller, the underdog, and the two Logan Paul.
He was the dog against Weller?
Yeah, he's the underdog.
Interesting.
How do you think he'll cope being the favorite for the first time in his life in boxing?
Oh, I don't think it's going to matter to him. I think he's so locked in right now. Like, I don't think he even thinks about it. He's going to have a good showing. From what I saw, he's going to, I don't know. I really don't know. He'll surprise people with some of the new stuff he's doing, but the next one will really surprise people, right? Whatever he does next after this is like, oh snap, because it is Swarmz, but if you want to watch KSI's like evolution in his game, you'll get to see a little bit of that on fight night, and it is going to be like eye opening to say, oh, he really is back, like he's that guy again.
Do you think you'll try and get a bit of ring time in there, or just try and get him out of there?
I don't know, man. You would think he wants to get a little ring time, and just to kind of knock off some of the rust, but at the same time, you want to make a statement, right? You kind of have to. So I could see him putting him away in one. To be honest, I could see him putting him away. Maybe like late in the first round, but I don't see it going past that. Maybe the second. I don't know.
That's 3 minutes in 3 years. That's 1 minute a year.
There you go.
Doesn't he?
There you go. But that's what I'm saying. The next one, like whatever it will be, you'll get to see more of that. This is like the appetizer, right? The full meal coming.
Oh, the trailer for a film. I guess that's
there you go. The trailer, yeah.
An analogy. But do you think he's in a situation where it's kind of a bit of a lose-lose situation, that he has to be perfect on the night, and then obviously Swarmz doesn't have much boxing experience?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, it's the internet. People are always going to have something to complain about, right? People are always going to look for the flaw, right? And that could be good or bad. But I think for KSI, it's not even about like the situation being win, lose, win, win, lose, lose. It's just more of him as like personally getting back and feeling what it means to make the walk, to be in front of thousands of people again. Not that that's concerning to him, but it's just, it's different from the concert to the fight stuff. And just getting back into the groove, man. I think that's really what it's going to be for this fight, is him getting back into that mentality of a boxer again. And I think if he wins the fight, it's a win-win, right? He gets to go on to the next one, and the events just keep rolling. So,
well, there you go. And just one last question on the KSI one. Why does he train with an MMA team, London Street Fighters, but not in a boxing?
I don't know.
Team?
It seems like he has a no. I should have. That's a great question. I think he really trusts Alexis and the guys over at Shoot Fighters, because I don't know. He likes the mentality. They're like no nonsense. You know what I mean? That gym is known for doing some pretty hard. I mean, the guy broke his nose in camp. Like they're not playing around with him. And Alexis has trained guys like Derek Chisora before, right? David Hay. So while they are an MMA gym, Alexis has head cornered some boxing world champs as well. So, whatever he's seeing over there that he likes, I don't blame him, because that's a legit gym.
Certainly is. I mean, Michael Bennett Page, Derek Chisora,
VP's over there. Yeah, he's a freak, man.
So just talk about it. So let's work the event. When do you fly in? I believe the first event is on Tuesday.
22nd, I think, is when we get in.
The 22nd. And what that? That's a Monday. And something's happening on Tuesday. Do you know what's happening then?
I don't. I think I'm gonna get some emails this week. We haven't really gotten a ton of it yet, but they're starting to build out the outline. They're gonna let us know. But I do know, like you said, there's stuff going on. We just don't know like the time and where and what exactly yet in the order. So I can't speak on it until I know for sure, but I do know we're going to be involved with some stuff on the lead up for sure.
Okay, that's fair enough then. Your job on obviously Fight Week, what exactly is it? Presenter?
So I think I'm going to be doing post-fight interviews from what I understand.
Oh, there you go.
I think I'm also going to be doing like some I know, right? And I'm going to do the True Jordy. Don't you remember you had to call someone out? That was a
you'll be working with True Georgie. You got True Georgie.
Yeah. So I don't know their positions yet. I don't know where Keem is going to be, and Jordy and all those guys. And Keem and I are actually going back and forth on Twitter right now.
I was gonna bring that up, but since
it's not even a big deal, man. I like Keem. I don't know what I don't know if he's got something personal with me, but I'm just trying to go after what the truth is. But it is what it is. We'll probably move past it. No big deal, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited to work with Keem. I'm excited to work with Jordy. I'm excited to work with DAZN, seasoned company out there in the UK. You know what I mean? And I don't exactly know what all I'm going to be doing, but I do know that they want me to do a good amount of things. So we'll see.
You'll be busy in Fight Weeks, that's for sure.
Busy.
5 stars.
Yes. Throw the stars on there. I'm the 5-tool player, baby.
That sounds pretty nice. Just a few more things before I let you go, Wade.
Yeah.
This is Fousey. It's quite an interesting fight. How do you see it playing out?
Oh gosh, man, I can't give you predictions just because I'm working the event.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I think,
good point.
But I think it's one of those fights, man, where you know, there's a lot of anticipation for it, and I think it's going to deliver. I do. I think it's going to be, you know, one guy wanting it more than the other guy because skills at this level aren't necessarily the highest. I would say Deji has probably the better technique if we were, you know, in a bubble and we're just looking at a guy shadow box or hitting pads. But in a fight, man, Fousey's determined. And say what you will about his last fight, but he never stopped coming forward. He never really gave up. He just wasn't really equipped for the situation he was in, you know, and he wasn't a great boxer. But the guy's determined. I know Deji's determined this time around. It's going to be a fun one. I know that.
Certainly. And then your Instagram live yesterday, it was Slim and face.
Oh God,
what was that like?
That was the most funny face-to-face I've ever been a part of. I couldn't imagine when I was turning that live on that Slim was going to go off like he did. No, it was great, man. This is what the card needed, right? I know a lot of people have been, you know, like, where's the promote, whatever. Slim just came off the rip and started going for it. He said, "You're 6'4" to stock shelves." Hilarious. Yeah, no, that one's going to be another one where I think a lot of people are underestimating Slim. And really, Temper is shown that he's one of the higher level guys here, and I think he has something to prove now too. So could get some fireworks in that one. Co-main event. That one's a fun one, man.
Yeah, I always said that Blueface versus face Temper would be one of the fight of the nights, but now it's Slim. I guess it makes it even better. And just one more good friend, Face Sensei versus King Kenny. Will that be hard seeing your friend?
It'll be tough, but at the same time, I'm excited for him. Right? It's not going to be tough for me to watch Sensei because I just am so excited to watch him. Like, I don't know if that's like, you know, I'm not afraid of him being hurt because he knows the risk of getting in there, right? He understands it more so than I do, right? So I'm not I'm not gonna be like hiding in my hands and be like, oh no, because also I want to see Kenny fight too. Like, I'm excited for Kenny too, and I like Kenny. Kenny's my guy too. So it's like, it's a tough situation, you know, trying to break that one down, and I'm gonna have to do that, but I want to see the levels. I've talked about this from Kenny, and he obviously has to have made good levels because Daly and Kenny wouldn't have taken the Sensei fight if they didn't think they could win, right? And you have to know when you take a fight with Sensei, he's one of the better guys in this scene. So I'm excited to see the levels Kenny comes with. I think he's going to be out to prove, you know what I mean? After the Temper fight, he's going to try to leave no doubt. You know, he's going to come out and say, listen, this is who y'all call the top dog. All right, like, we'll see. And Sensei as well, like, I've been seeing some of the stuff he's been doing, and it looks good. I'll say that. It looks good.
That's certainly cool to hear. And I see you've got your media pass at the back for the Creator Clash.
Yeah. I'm going to keep that one. I told you, man, that one's special. That one's special to me, man. That one will always be like, no matter what I do in my career, those guys I'll always make time for those Anissa and Ian because they gave me a shot.
Yeah, it's nice. Soon you'll have a whole plethora of media passes hanging up behind you.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Nice. That'll give me just the whole deal there. I hope so.
And what about merchandise, Wade? I want to bring this up because I think last time we spoke 7 months ago, you said about doing merch, having your own website. And
that's I can't announce too much yet, but let's just say, people, use your eyes. And I was like, use your eyes. Now you'll see it August 23rd. Yeah, W is the letter we're working off, so you guys can play with that and kind of make your own judgments. But yeah, you will see the full picture August 23rd, fight week, and we'll drop it all. So there you go.
Do you have any red t-shirts?
Not yet.
Wait, come on, man. Red's the color.
I know, right? And then you were wearing Box Raw too, man. That's a competitor now. But no, we're gonna get it going, man. Listen, we're building something more than the word merch. I'll say that. It's something bigger than that.
So I guess it's Wade Apollo.
You said Wade Apollo?
Well, no. Because stand up again, Wade. It's like the mic's blocking the thing. It says Apollo.
Apollo, brother. Apollo.
Oh, okay. All right. That's bad promotion for the thing then.
Yeah, terrible, bro.
I ain't getting that now. So I guess I'll see you on the Monday. Oh, sorry, the Tuesday fight week. I'll make sure to do the interviews every day because I hope I'll be posting 10 interviews a day to grind this week out. But
you're grinding it out, man.
Wait, I'll see you soon. It'd be cool to see you in person, mate. Thanks for coming,
brother. Thanks, man.